Okay, on to day 2 in our travel day. So here are a few photos from our 9-hour plane ride over to Ireland. This is the beginning of the trip, and Leslie passed her phone around so each person or group could take some selfies. And then when we landed in Ireland, this is everyone trying to get their luggage. You can see it was super crowded in there, but our luggage got there very quickly. It was pretty seamless. And then we went and exchanged money for people that needed to. And then I walked around to try to get a few snapshots of everyone. And I think after such a long flight, everybody looks pretty happy. We were very tired, but they were powering through. I think a few were looking for some caffeine, maybe some coffee and some energy drinks. But look at these ladies. I mean, really, look how smiley they are. Okay, they needed some caffeine right there. And then we immediately traveled to Bunratty Castle and Folk Park. Now, this is on the west side of Ireland. We landed on the east side of Ireland in Dublin, so we had quite a drive. So our first stop was to get some lunch several hours in, and I know we're eating pizza in Ireland, but that's okay. It was really good, and we got a Krispy Kreme donut. Okay, we're at Bunratty Castle. What does Bunratty mean?
The bottom of the river.
The bottom of the river.
Paying attention.
Paying attention. Bunratty Castle is a large 15th century tower house. The site where Bunratty Castle stands was originally a Viking camp in the year 970. It was originally built in 1425, and it has a lot of winding staircases. So windy and steep that it would be easy to fall or to get dizzy. There were so many steep and winding staircases that it was easy to get lost, and they went to different places all over Bunratty Castle. And we were just trying to make sure that we did not fall down, and that once we got up, that there was enough room for us to come down, because there were some very tight spaces. This is the great room, or the banquet hall, where they would have large feast and lots of dancing and entertainment. You can tell there are a lot of horns on the wall, and this right here in the middle is where they would, I guess, have a fire and cook their food. And there's Kyle. Pretty sure he's up in the jail at the top. So we decided we needed to go up these stairs to find him, and luckily we made it. I am glad that we went up to the top of this castle, because there were some nice views up here and some good places to take pictures. And then you could see the surrounding area and Folk Park, and it was very, very pretty. This was one of the highlights for my dad. Him and this guy actually wound up having a conversation for quite a while about the shop and the thing in the back that actually blows air into the fire to make it hotter. I don't remember the name of it, but he did an extra demonstration for us because my dad was super curious about it, and we really enjoyed that a lot. There were several buildings over the property to kind of let you know what a day in the life would look like during that time. And look at this cute little stone bridge. There was a nice little creek running through. I probably should have gotten a picture of that, but we really liked this spot because everything was so green. And then there was a little village. It was replicated from back in the day. So to our left here is a schoolhouse. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to go into all of these buildings, but they were very cute. And the schoolhouse apparently was divided, like girls on one side and boys on the other. And then there's just various other buildings with day-to-day life. Now, we ran upon this guy who was thatching the roof, and my dad was mesmerized. So we sat on a bench and watched him for a minute, and it's actually really cool. So I'm going to ask you a question. You can think about it. I'll give you the answer in a minute. How long do you think those thatch roofs last? Like, when do they need to be replaced? Think about it, and in a minute, I will give you that answer. So then there's some other buildings like little pharmacies, little grocery stores, like little places where they did sewing and stuff. There's Tina. Tina says hi. She's from Team Green. Okay, so there's the thatching. Those thatch roofs can last anywhere from 10 to 40 years. Me and Leslie were hydrating on the bus because we were headed to our next stop. And the next stop just so happened to be our hotel, and it's called Meadowlands. We are out here standing waiting for everyone to get their luggage off so that we can check in and get our keys. Look how pretty and cute it is. It is so nice, very quaint, very small. And right when we get in and we put our stuff away, we are literally going straight down to dinner. There's our table with everyone's smiling faces. And look at this dining room, so pretty. There's a nice little chandelier at the top, and there's room for everyone. One of the students remarked about how close that we sat together in that room, and it's really nice. So it's not super spread out. It's very intimate, I guess. And for dinner, we had, I think they call it chicken a la king, but it's just a version of chicken and rice. And what's so funny is we had this on the airplane too, but the hotel's version was better. For dessert, it was profiteroles with fresh cream and a drizzle of chocolate sauce. And I think most people thought it was really good, kind of like light, airy donuts, and they have cream in the middle. I don't think Charity was impressed, but I think it was the cream. I think the texture got her, and she didn't know that there was cream in the middle, so it was quite a shock, a surprise. But for the most part, I want to think that the kids enjoyed it because it reminds us a little bit of donut holes from home, so kind of familiar. And that is all for today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers!